Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. Here for some more Dragon Ball Sparking Zero news and updates. It's been a while since I last did one of these. Do keep in mind that the information that we have here today is not going to be anything too major. I believe the last big update was back in September for the PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam platforms. The reason why we haven't seen anything major in regards to updates is because they completed the entire season pass. With every DLC, we usually get a big free update. The information that we have here today is going to be for the Nintendo Switch 1 and Switch 2 consoles. It's kind of strange how they're going to be doing things from now on, because typically whenever there's an update or DLC, it's across the entire board, meaning it's on PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam. But now, since they dropped Sparking Zero over on the Switch, they're going to have their separate updates. So whenever the Switch 1 and Switch 2 receive an update, PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam won't necessarily be getting that update, right? It makes sense to me just because they have motion controls. They're following their own schedule. I found this out when I purchased Sparking Zero for the Switch, because you guys know, before the Switch even drops, or Sparking Zero for the Switch, all the DLCs were out for Xbox, PlayStation, and Steam. And then when I bought the Ultimate Bundle, or whatever it is, the one that comes with the Season Pass, I was expecting to play as Gohan, you know, the Dama character, Super Saiyan 4, Goku, Super Saiyan 3, Vegeta, but the DLCs aren't out yet for the Switch. They have their own release schedule, so it's completely different. Now, it does say the release date for all three DLCs says May 31st, 2026. Not entirely sure if that's a placeholder or if they're actually going to be dropping every single DLC at the same time for the Switch. So that's just something I wanted to point out. Going down to the free update itself, it says it's going to be dropping December 15th. That's 2 more days at the time of recording this video. Free update announcements. The update will be implemented from 17 o'clock on December 15th, 2025. I went ahead and did the time conversion. When it hits December 17th, 5 p.m., which, by the way, I know it does say 17 o'clock, but that's basically military time. 17 converts over to 5 p.m. That converts over to 3 a.m. December 17th Eastern Standard Time. So it's going to be very early in the morning when the free update does go live. For the US time zones, that will be 2 a.m. Central Time and midnight Pacific Standard Time. To ensure a smoother gameplay experience for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, please be sure to apply the latest update file before playing. And as I mentioned before, the target platforms, this update is for the Nintendo Switch 2 and Switch 1. So the Switch 2 is going to be updating to version 2A013, and the Switch 1 is going to be updating to version 2013. Now going over to the description. So what is this update going to be doing exactly? Here we have the functionality changes and adjustments. In regards to the options settings, regarding the control style, motion controls, so this is when you're wielding the controller in each hand, you know, moving around, trying to be an actual Dragon Ball character. We have added a settings menu that allows you to adjust ease of performing rush fights, ease of stopping rush fights, and ease of performing smash fights in 3 levels. So it sounds like it's just going to be a bit more easier for the motion control players. They might have or integrate the automatic settings, so it'll do it for you. I know the base game has like auto settings that you can turn off if you just want to play the game with your own skill level. So it might be something along those lines. I haven't necessarily messed with the option settings under the Switch consoles just yet, but it sounds like they're just trying to make the motion controls, everything about that, a bit easier to play. Now we have the battle system changes and adjustments. Burst Smash fixed an issue where burst smash performed by giant characters would not result in a body slam when activated at close range. Okay, so it's just a slight glitch. They went ahead and fixed that. Dope. Uzaru Baby GT character Rush Fighting control style motion control fixed an issue where if the first hit during a rush melee attack hits, the second and subsequent attacks would not be possible. Ultimate blast changes and adjustments, again for Uzaru, or this is the Sand Saga Scouter Vegeta Uzaru mode. Super Gallic Gun fixed an issue where moves would not hit depending on the distance between you and your opponent. Interesting. Here we have the other fixes. Skill descriptions fixed an issue where the effects and descriptions of some skills such as multiple after image fist and wild sense were inconsistent. I could imagine playing the game using the after image strike move and it doesn't match the description, so you probably just broke your own ankles thanks to the description being wrong, and it probably costed you the match or something like that. But no, those are very straightforward moves to understand in the first place. I don't even think people even read the descriptions these days. We just play the game and figure things out ourselves pretty much. Battle fixed an issue where rush fighting would be interrupted or a delay would occur during rushes for some characters when playing online or local battles using motion controls. Dude, the implementation of motion controls is such an epic thing, don't get me wrong, but it seems like it caused quite a few problems. At least it's not anything too major, right? I mean, I remember when Sparking Zero drops over on the PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam, there were a ton of bugs and glitches in regards to the control system. You guys remember that? As long as they keep dropping frequent updates for the Switch, then it's going to be a fun time, I'm sure. This is also going to improve the usability and stability. The update is required for online play, and internet connection is required to apply the updates. Thank you so much for playing Sparking Zero, the usual stuff. So that's it for the latest update / information. Now, real quick, I'm not necessarily going to be going over this entire interview. I just wanted to go over one point that they mentioned. I find this very interesting. So here we have an interview. Thanks to Famitsu being the source, they went ahead and spoke with Jun Furutani, the producer of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, as well as the marketing manager Yuya Rijima. Please give us a word regarding winning the Grand Award. So if you guys haven't heard, yes, Sparking Zero actually won an award. Isn't that epic? I think so. Sparking Zero won the Grand Award at the PlayStation Partner Awards 2025 Japan/Asia. And here we just have a brief description of what the Grand Award is. The Grand Award is given to titles developed by publishers from Japan and Asia that achieved particularly strong global sales on PlayStation, taking into account physical copies, digital sales, and additional content. As I said at the start of the video, they already completed their entire run of the Season Pass with the 3 DLCs. Day one, literally, sold 3 million copies, and at the time of recording this video, I've read somewhere, I'm not sure if it was Bandai who distributed this information, but I've heard that Sparking Zero surpassed the 5.5 million sold milestone, which is very impressive. Let me put things in perspective real quick. Xenoverse 2, granted it probably sold more than 10 million copies now, but a couple years ago they announced that Xenoverse 2 and Fighters sold more than 10 million copies. Again, it's probably sitting around 11 or 12 million copies at this point. But it's just crazy. The first year of Sparking Zero being out, 5.5 million. So here we have the entire Sparking Zero team, their response to all this. We are truly honored to receive this prestigious award. As the first new entry in the series in 17 years, this title was able to reach release thanks to the support of so many fans. We believe that being given such an award is entirely thanks to all of you who have continued to keep the game lively even after launch. We would like to take this opportunity to once again express our gratitude. As we have already announced, we are also planning future developments, so we will be delighted if you continue to support us. And this is something I covered a while ago, but if you guys missed this somehow, what they just said, it's something that they've already announced, but it's not over yet. Famous words from Goku. Shout out to Xenoverse 2. The next DLC is already in the pipeline, bringing new characters and more. Additional info coming January 2026. We're almost there, lads. We're almost there to a potential Season Pass 2. That's my guess. a brand new season pass. I don't think they're just going to be dropping one more DLC. I'm pretty sure they said that they're going to be supporting this game for a very long time. So yeah, Season Pass 2 is likely, in my personal opinion. So going back over here to them winning the award, this is, again, during the Famitsu interview. This is after they accepted the Grand Award. Furutani had this to say: "Thank you very much for this prestigious award. This award is thanks to the customers who love the series and this title. They built up excitement even before the release. And now, after release, over 1 million people are playing every month." Dude, they're breaking milestones on top of milestones. And people, I'm not sure if people are memeing or if they're serious, but people are saying that Sparking Zero is already dead. Nah, bro, it's just getting started. Season Pass 2, it's going to be here soon. Don't worry about all that. "We are supported by so many people. I would like to take this opportunity to express my gratitude." And then here we have Lajima, again, the marketing manager. "As Furutani just mentioned, we are supported by many fans. We intend to continue working hard to meet everyone's expectations." Now, a lot of people have been criticizing the Season Pass. They've been very vocal, myself included. If they said that we intend to continue working hard to meet everyone's expectations, then they know that we want additional stages, an improved customization feature where we can actually, change the characters' outfits, include or equip more accessories, maybe even switch attacks, like Z End Goku have some of his attacks on Z Mid Goku, stuff like that. We just need the customization to be great. Hopefully they incorporate additional game modes, right? Maybe they could include more character story missions, stuff like that. I think they know what we want. I put out a tweet a while ago saying that Season Pass 2, or the next phase of Sparking Zero, could be great for the game, right? Again, this is a very lengthy interview. Shout out to Famutsi for doing this. But I just wanted to go over that, basically. 1 million players a month, and them talking a little bit about the future of Sparking Zero in regards to the DLC. Very epic stuff, if you ask me. Shout outs to Jun Furutani and the entire Sparking Zero team. Looking forward to the future. This is it for today's video. Thank you guys for the immense support as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.